All right, Shalom. I want to start off, as always, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha Kodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love into the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And as you can see, the name of this video is going to be These Words Are Faithful and True. And in today's lesson, I wanted to do a response video unto this video that was put up by Stansberry Research here on YouTube. And the title of the video reads, CBDCs will be forced upon us within 2 years. Here's their master plan, warns Andy Schectman. Now, this interview here, man, is one of the best interviews I've seen on Stansberry Research. Matter of fact, this is one of the best videos I've seen in maybe months, man, because this guy in this video is going in. He's speaking nothing but truth, okay? Nothing but truth concerning prophecy. Now, he don't know biblical prophecy, but he do understand geopolitics and economics, okay? And the things that he's saying in this video lines up perfectly with prophecy, man. He goes into how Esau is setting up this system to fall just to introduce this new digital banking system, all right, this CBDC system, man, in which all the world will be conformed to this new digital system, according to prophecy, man, okay? So this is a very good video. I have the speed sped up a little bit because he's going in, man, and you brothers and sisters need to hear these words because it's on point, all right? But I'm gonna play, a good portion of this video and get, some supporting presets, man. But this is a very good video, bro, and I've been hyped about it since last night. Well, actually, since yesterday evening, I was listening to it at work, all right? So I pray this is edifying, man. Here we go.
Let's talk about central bank digital currencies, because the last time you were on, we took a deep dive there. I mean, of the 195 countries in the world, right now, 130 are looking towards building their own central bank digital currency.
You see that? Of 195 countries in the world, 130 countries are exploring central bank digital currencies. Why is that? Who made these countries explore a central bank digital currency? Who sent out this email to everybody? Okay. The elites are making these nations explore central bank digital currency because their leaders, all right, who are puppets, okay, amongst these different countries, they know what's about to happen in the earth, man. They're in the know, but see, their people don't know. And so they're setting the stage to switch over to this new digital system, all right? All the earth is following behind the beast system, man, all right? But in particular, the elites, man, they're all wandering after the beast. And so real quick, let me get this precept here, and then I'll start back the video. This is Revelation 13:7. It says, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints, right? Esau. He made war with the saints, the Israelites, right? And to overcome them. So it was given unto Esau, right? The power to overcome the saints, man. And indeed, he has done that, okay? We're at the very bottom, all around the world, man. But it's all according to prophecy, all right? It says, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. So Esau is reigning over all of the nations, man. All right. In particular, Babylon the Great. If you read Revelation, the 17th chapter, okay, it says, and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. Meaning who? The beast, man. All the earth, all the people, they're wandering after the beast. It says, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So I'm giving this precept just to show you that, look, Esau has, look, man, he has the power, all right? He has the control, the influence over these nations, man. And so this is why these nations are going digital now, exploring this CBDC, because Esau making them do it, all right? They won't be able to, to participate in trade or nothing if they don't have these CBDCs in the near future, man. So they're all switching over to this thing, man. But here we go.
I want to know your thoughts. I mean, because a lot has happened, like I said, from the last time you were on till now with the Fed Now program, et cetera, the BRICS launch, talks of launching a competing currency to the US dollar, et cetera. If you have any new thoughts surrounding central bank digital currencies, and also want to add back home in the US that the Federal Reserve's Michael Barr recently said that the central bank is a long way from any decision on whether it would issue its own digital currency. So I guess the first question is, do you believe that?
Well, first of all, yeah, I mean, I do. I think it's coming. I don't think they're a long way. I think it's coming. I mean, the BIS said that by 2025, everyone needs to have an operational CBDC. And if
right, the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, okay, saying that pretty much all nations should have a CBDC by 2025. That's not a long way, man. What's that, like a year and a half? A year and a couple of months? So that's not too long from here, man. That's very, very soon, okay?
If you look at if you take the entire gross domestic product of the world, the countries that comprise, to your point, 95% of the GDP globally already have one that in production, or they are beta testing, or they are building the central bank digital currency. I think it's interesting to note that the number 2 financial or economic advisor to the Biden administration, Lael Brainerd, who spent time at the Treasury and the Fed, who ran point on Fed Now, is a modern monetary theorist. She was involved in dealing when at the Fed, dealing with MIT in the production of the CBDC. Biden signed an executive order to fast track the CBDC. And, so yes, I do think ultimately that it is coming. And this is what has kind of led me down this pathway that I think I'm a little bit I almost have to stop myself, because I have been saying things that I don't normally say. I mean, I guess, let me indulge me, if you will.
Please, yeah.
So,
brothers and sisters, he's about to go in. He finna go in, bro, okay? Listen good. He finna go in, bro.
Let's take a step back. When we talk about the things that the U.S. has done, and I'll get to this point because I think it bears at least thought process for people out there. I am not a conspiratorialist at all. I think I'm a realist. I try to look at both sides of the equation. But let's look at 2 things, and 2 people in particular. Number 1 is Jared Bernstein. He's the lead economic advisor to the U.S. Administration, to the Biden administration. His topic of his thesis that has gained him, I guess, a lot of pushback is for the U.S. to shed its world reserve status. He's written reports that were picked up in the New York Times and the Washington Post, the most famous being Dethrone King Dollar, for where he advocates the U.S. should immediately shed its reserve status. The privilege of having it is one we can no longer afford. If I wanted to get rid of the world reserve status, the first thing I would do would be to weaponize the dollar, to push Russia out of SWIFT, to confiscate their assets, to not just sanction them, but to confiscate them and use them, tell them that we are using them to rebuild the Ukraine. And then at the exact same time, I would push away what is the linchpin of the dollar hegemony, and that is the petrodollar, Saudi Arabia. And we signed another executive order saying by 2030 we'll be 50% green, and by 2050 nearly 80% green. In essence, we're telling Saudi Arabia, hey, we don't need you anymore. Those 2 things in particular would be the very first 2 things I would do to lose the world reserve status. And then if I look...
Right. And now you have Saudi Arabia joining the BRICS nations, okay? They will be official members January 1st, 2024. So a great change is coming, man. Just wanted to say that. A great change is coming. This petrodollar, this American dollar as we know it, is about to lose all of its power, man. But here we go.
Look at the number 2 in charge, Lael Brainerd, who is a modern monetary theorist. You look at the things that are being done in this country, and you have to wonder to yourself, why are they doing these things? Why are we mothballing all of our energy? Why does, and this is not a political statement, but why are people looking at what made this country great, liberty and justice for all, where people would tie inner tubes together with string and float from Cuba, or walk from Central America, across, God knows what, and how hot it was, and all of the perils to find liberty and justice. And people look at what's happening in this country, and I think they have to question, is justice being passed out equally? Is it being administered equally? Are we the country that we once were? The fraying of the...
America is not the country that she once was. And it's all according to biblical prophecy, man. All right, real quick. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1 in the NLT Bible, it says, "Come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust. For your days of sitting on a throne have ended. O daughter of Babylonia, never again will you be the lovely princess, tender and delicate." So Babylon is being brought down, man. She will never regain that power and status that she once had. Okay? She's losing it globally, man. And this is why everybody is preparing for war. America is crumbling morally, all right, spiritually. This is a terrible, terrible kingdom, man. And everybody is feeling it, okay? Whether they know it or not, they're feeling it, man. This country is finished. And this is why knowing history is so important, brothers and sisters, okay? Knowing history is so important because when you understand how kingdoms fall and what takes place before the fall of a kingdom, you will know that Babylon is finished. Just how ancient Rome fell, the Edomite Roman Empire, okay, the pagan Roman Empire. Go look up how that kingdom fell, man, and what was going on. What was the topic of society? How was their money? How was the people? What was being promoted? Okay, do your research, man, and you will see that Babylon the Great is finished, bro. There's no bouncing back, okay? There is no bouncing back, right? Our brother got a precept. Shalom, Maki, Habam, Shalom, brother. Brother got Jeremiah 51:8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. Well, guess what? She's not going to be healed, man. There's no balm that you can give Babylon to restore this place, man. It's over with, bro. I don't care what Donald Trump says. Nothing will save this country, man. But you people, in particular, you Edomites, man. But now even Jake, y'all crying for Donald Trump. Thinking that he's going to come in and save America. He's not, man. Donald Trump is a puppet. He knows he's a puppet. He knows if you go against the elites and their wants, he will be wiped out, man. He will be unalived, okay? If you ever try to come in and change what the elites wants. Donald Trump knows this. But if you want to be a fool and try to be this great advocate and this person, to save Babylon, they're going to make an example out of his ass. The Most High word is going to come to pass, man. It's happening, okay? These words are faithful and true. That's why I named it Entitled For. Everything written is faithful and true, brothers. Babylon is finished, man. Okay, but let me get back to this video, okay, because this is good, man. All of this is good.
Unity of this country, where, after World War II and the Great Depression, we were a unified country. We were able to stand together and build a great country. We're not unified anymore. Where it's black and white and red and blue and vax and no vax and rich and poor, and we're very, very much just not the same country we once were. Now, right.
This kingdom is divided, man. is divided, okay? As he said, red and blue, right? Democrat and Republican. You got the juiced and the unjuiced going at it. You got gender wars, okay, between man and woman. That's big in Babylon, man. Gender wars is huge in Babylon, man. This is why marriages don't work no more. Our relationships don't work anymore. Everything is jacked up, bro. And it's all the doings of the living God Yahweh. Okay? This you have to know. Everybody is divided in this kingdom, man. Okay? And it's a recipe for destruction when all hell breaks loose. All right? Real quick. This is Mark chapter 3, starting at verse 22. It says, and the scribes which came down from Jerusalem said, he had Beelzebub, and by the prince of the devils casted he out devils. And he called them unto him and said to them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And we see Americans divided, man. These Edomites are divided, bro. All right, you have the so-called left and the so-called right. They're arguing every day on the internet. They're always clashing heads, man, one with another, okay? The liberal and the so-called conservative. But as I said, you have gender wars, man. The juiced and the unjuiced. So-called race tension between Jake and Esau. This is what you're seeing, man. And it's an everyday thing, bro. Go on social media, man. On social media, what you're going to see? Gender wars, right? Between man and woman, right? Amongst the alphabet community, right? Oh, yeah, you can't forget them niggas. Or are you going to see something between Jake and Esau? Or maybe those other nations as well, right? Moab and Ishmael fighting Jake in the corner stores. The juice and the unjuiced arguing about this new strain of CV19. This is all you see, man. Lewdness. It says, verse 25, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And Esau's house is divided, man. They're not unified. These Edomites are divided, bro. And it's beautiful, okay, because their fall is at hand. It says, and if Satan rises up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. And we are in the end of Babylon, brothers. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful feeling knowing that this country is finished, man. As much hell as America has put up on our people, man, and that we're still suffering, bro. We finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. We finally see the end, bro. The finish line. This whole is over with. It's a wrap for Babylon, man. And the Most High is setting the stage. All right, here we go.
What I'm getting at is simply this. I ask you, could this possibly be intended? Could they possibly be trying to create an event? And this is what I've talked about for a very long time.
It's not them that creating the event. Though the Most High is using the elites, it's the Most High creating the event. He is setting the stage to judge Babylon the Great, to judge the world. But in particular, Babylon the Great, the Most High is setting the trap. He's putting everything in place, man. Real quick. Jeremiah chapter 50, starting in verse 24. All right, this is the NLT Bible. It says, listen, Babylon, for I have set a trap for you. You are caught, for you have fought against the Lord. So it's the Most High God, brothers and sisters, who is setting the trap. He's just using Esau to set the trap, okay? But don't get it twisted. This is the Most High God doing this, all right? It says, the Lord has opened his armory and brought out weapons to vent his fury. Excuse me. Okay, look, man, I'm a little excited. Excuse me. to vent his fury, okay? Those weapons are the ICBM missiles, brothers and sisters, that will be used upon Babylon the Great. It says, the terror that falls upon the Babylonians, right? You Americans will be the work of the sovereign Yahweh of heaven's armies, okay? The terror that falls upon the Babylonians. You Americans are about to experience true terror, okay? True terror, man. Horror. You're about to see the living God Yahweh go to work, man. And his finished touch will be those ICBM missiles to just really wipe you out. But he's going to terrorize you people, man, and show you why he must be feared, man. The father of spirits, he finna manifest these demons, these spirits, man. Let loose animals, okay? Creatures that we never seen before. He finna really show you, really show you why they called him Al-Shadia, man. You watch and see, bro. These words are faithful and true, man. The Most High finna let you niggas feel his wrath, man. This is why we tell you, brothers and sisters, he don't just talk, okay? He really about it, man. He really is about hurting a nigga, man. You think he playing? He really about hurting a nigga. So just watch and see, man. It's finna get real greasy, okay? Next precept here, Isaiah 24, verse 17, it says, fear and the pit and the snare are upon thee, O inhabited of the earth. Fear the pit and the snare, man. The Lord is doing this. He's getting ready to judge, man, okay? In Isaiah chapter 24, brothers and sisters, if you didn't know, it's going into the destruction of Babylon the Great. And also other parts of the world, but in particular, it's talking about Babylon the Great, if you can understand it, man, all right? This chapter here is like a mirror to Revelation chapter 18, if you understand the breakdowns, okay? This chapter is a mirror to Revelation chapter 18. It's going into the judgment, man. But these things are prepared, okay? Next precept here, and I get back to the video. This is Psalms chapter 94, verse 12. It says, blessed is the man whom thou chastenest, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashai, and teaches him out of thy law. And this man is talking about a man of the elect, okay? Also the women as well, but in particular the men of our nation, the remnant, okay, whom the Heavenly Father is dealing with. That man who will be more precious than fine gold, than the fine gold of Ophir, okay? That's a blessed man, all right? And you women out there, very, very soon, you will appreciate a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Hawashai if you don't already. But when this terror comes, oh, you're going to appreciate the men of the Lord. If we be those men, you're going to appreciate us. You're going to kiss our hands. Okay, you're going to do obeisance. Hey, man, this is real, okay? But verse 13 says, that thou mayest give him rest from the days of adversity until the pit be digged for the wicked. And the Most High God is digging the pit, man. He's setting the stage, if you understand geopolitics. If you somewhat understand it, okay? Because I don't understand it fully, but I somewhat understand it enough to connect it to prophecy. And things that I don't understand, guess what I go do? Research and watch hella videos until I get the understanding, because that's how much I want to know. The pit is being digged for Esau, man. But see, Esau think that he's setting the stage to, set himself up for eternity. No, nigga, you're setting the stage to judge your own self. You don't even know it, man. Most High God is working, okay? So back in the video.
Time without really saying it, when we push away Saudi Arabia, We create divisiveness in this country. We weaponize the dollar. We're doing everything we can to create an environment where you see this coalition of countries pushing back against the West, even our allies like France pushing back. And all of a sudden, sides are being drawn. And what happens? What happens if Saudi Arabia and OPEC at that moment say we're no longer taking dollars and the dollar gets dumped? The banking system, remember, Lael Brainerd is a modern monetary theorist who wants to get rid of the banks, wants to cull them. Look what's happening with the banks. The aiding and abetting of the money leaving the regional banks to the big commercial banks by the Fed, because they're allowing the money market funds to invest in the overnight reverse repo market at 5.3% with daily liquidity. There's no reason to stay in these fractured regional banks. You see this event, or whatever event it is, that creates this chaos where the banks fail and they will be bailed in, not bailed out. Bailed in. That's what the Dodd-Frank law said. They must be bailed in. Everyone will lose everything over $250,000. It goes into the pot to bail in the bank. The dollar gets dumped globally because it's no longer the sole settlement currency for oil. At some point, that's that all at once moment. You go over the falls or the Jenga tower falls. Hey, thanks. You guys are going green. You signed an executive order. You don't need us anymore. So we've signed up with the BRICS, and we're going to sell oil in other currencies, and the dollar gets dumped globally because every country's had to hold it for 50 years to buy oil, and now it creates a tsunami of inflation. Interest rates spike. The banks collapse. Everything collapsed. Why? Because
instant hell would take place once the petrodollar is dumped globally. Okay? Everything, everywhere, brothers and sisters, will fall. All of these countries, their economies will fall instantly. Okay? It will be instant chaos when this thing go down, man. Second Ezra 15, Second Ezra 16 would take place instantly, man. When the banks fail, Jay can't get his 401k. Those pensions, it's going to be hell, man. Inflation going to go through the roof, all right? Inflation will go through the roof. And guess what? That's biblical prophecy, man, if you understand the Bible, okay? But here we go. Revelation 6, verse 5, right? In the NLT Bible, it says, when the Lamb broke the third seal, I heard the third living being say, come. I looked up and saw a black horse, right? And its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hands. This black horse, brothers and sisters, represents famine, okay? And the scales in his hands represents judgment, all right? If you've ever been to a courthouse, you see so-called Lady Liberty or whoever that woman is in the courthouse holding those scales, man, which represents judgment, okay? That famine is coming. It says, and I heard a voice from among the four living beings say, a loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay. What is that talking about? Hyperinflation. When the dollars drop globally, brothers and sisters, you have to understand that stuff is going to go left fast, man. It's going to get bad instantly, okay? All hell will break loose instantly. This you got to know, man. Look, this guy here, he's breaking it down. It's going to be instant hell, okay? But Esau is collapsing this current system for a reason, man, to bring in that new digital monetary system. Everything Esau is doing is leading to collapse this thing to bring in this new system, bro. But this transition is going to be a terrifying one, all right? A bloody one. Because a lot of people are going to die, man. A lot of people are going to get hurt. It's going to be complete hell out here in these streets, bro. Now, I'm going to go back a little bit because he was going in. Here we go.
First repo market at 5.3% with daily liquidity. There's no reason to stay in these fractured regional banks. You see this event, or whatever event it is, that creates this chaos where the banks fail and they will be bailed in, not bailed out. Bailed in. That's what the Dodd-Frank law said. They must be bailed in. Everyone will lose everything over $250,000. It goes into the pot to bail in the bank. The dollar gets dumped globally because it's no longer the sole settlement currency for oil at some point. That's that all at once moment. You go over the falls or the Jenga tower falls. Hey, thanks. You guys are going green. You signed an executive order. You don't need us anymore. So we've signed up with the BRICS and we're going to sell oil in other currencies, and the dollar gets dumped globally because every country's had to hold it for 50 years to buy oil. And now it creates a tsunami of inflation. Interest rates spike. The banks collapse. Everything collapsed. Why? Because how the hell else, Daniela, do you get everyone who watches your show who said, I'm not taking a CBDC, not a chance in hell? Well, guess what? The $155 trillion in debt that the U.S. has, $32 trillion on balance sheet, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, and government military pensions, $120 trillion. That's owed to the American public, mostly. And as China, Japan, and Saudi Arabia dump treasuries, who's buying them all? The American public. So if you create an event, purposely, knowingly, you push away Saudi Arabia, you create this event where the dollar, we're not clinging to the privilege of the world reserve currency, just like the number one economic advisor in this country would like. Instead, we are incentivizing de-dollarization, and ultimately that moment where there's an event created, where, by the government's own admission, we have $5 trillion in assets backing $155 trillion in debt, the largest asset. 40% of our assets are student debt. What I'm getting at is you create an event because you'll never pay that debt off, ever. There's no way you can pay that off without completely getting rid of entitlements and stop spending and do all of these things that won't work in this country. So you create an event, you have a villain, Xi Jinping and Putin and OPEC. How could they have done this to us? They dumped the dollars, look what they've done, and bang, everything collapses. And everything collapses at the exact same time. Stocks, bonds, real estate, the dollar, pensions, 401ks, the banks, everything. But have no fear, because
right, everything, as I was saying, as you just said, will collapse instantly, brothers and sisters. You got to know this, man. When the dollar get dropped, bro, it's going to be instant hell. Okay, 2nd Esdras 15, man. You're going to see it manifest before your eyes. All right, you're going to see it manifest, man. These words are faithful and true, bro. Here we go, starting in verse 1. 2nd Esdras 15, verse 1, it says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord Yahweh. This is what we've been doing here at Great Millstone, man. We're known for pushing prophecy, starting with our apostles and elders, man, and the bishops, okay? We're known for constantly pushing prophecy, man, which the Most High has put in our mouth by way of his son Yahweh shot through the Holy Spirit, man. And we've been doing the work, man, okay? It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. That's why I named the title that, okay? This is faithful and true, man. This is getting ready to happen very soon, brothers and sisters. You got to know this, man. Have this in your mind. If you're holding on to anything in this world, you better let it go. You better let it the fuck go, man. Excuse my language. Because this world is about to go belly up, bro. It's finna go belly up. And if you're cleaving to something in this world, man, if your treasure is tied to this world, man, you ain't gonna make it, my nigga. You're not gonna make it. As Yahweh said, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. If you're tied to this world, brother or sister, you're not gonna make it, man. You better cleave to the Lord. You better cleave to the Lord, man, because you're gonna need him. Okay, you're gonna need him. Like you gotta breathe, like a heartbeat. You're gonna need him, man. But staying faithful and true to pushing the word, to being obedient, man, walking with the Heavenly Father through his son Yahweh Shai, keeping these commandments, that's gonna pay off, man. It's gonna pay off, man. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity have been speaking against us, man, for years, against our apostles and elders, scoffing, mocking, playing around, doing parody videos, visiting the camps, talking all kinds of stuff. I mean, people just been Bro, constantly, man. Family members talking about you, woman talking about you, calling you crazy, saying that you're in a cult, all these things, man. Most I say, don't worry about that. Don't let their incredulity, meaning their unbelief, trouble you. They speak against you, man. I take it as a badge of honor. I love it, man. I love seeing people talk down on the Hebrew Israelites, man. I love seeing that because it gives me more confidence of being the elect, man. More faith, more hope when people down this thing, man. Because a nigga don't know Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. He don't know the goodness of this truth, man. He don't know the joy of the kingdom to come. He don't know about the power that's coming, man. Niggas don't know, so they play game, they scoff and they mock. Like last night, a nigga came by the camp talking about he King David, man. Talking about he gonna save us. Talking about King David is over Yahweh Shai. Talking mad, okay? Nigga talking mad. Boy, you niggas finna die, bro. You niggas finna die, bro. You just don't know it. But you niggas gonna die, bro. You playing games. Everybody keeps, I don't know why in Israel, everybody just keep playing fucking games. Why everybody just playing games, bro? Do you forget who we worship? The Most High God, Yahweh. Do you know of him? Have you read the Bible? Have you seen the judgments, man? You think he fucking around, bro? Jake finna find out the hard way, bro. Watch and see, bro. These leaders of these other camps, these other guys playing around, you watch and see, bro. Very, very soon, the Most High God gonna be taking these niggas out. And we're gonna put it inside the group chat like, damn, bro, so-and-so dead. Oh, so-and-so dead too. Then what happened to him? The Most High got the nigga. Watch, bro. Niggas playing game out here, bro. But here we go. It says, verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Bro, the Most High not playing no games, bro. If you're unfaithful, the Most High will get rid of you, my guy. Okay? No matter you're man or woman, he gonna get rid of your ass for being unfaithful, for not trusting in his word, man. It says, behold, said the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is what prepared for the world, especially for Babylon the Great. But you people don't really understand it. You can't see it, but we can see it. It's being prepared. It says, for wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So the Most High is preparing these judgments for wickedness, man. He's going to address all of the wickedness of this world, especially here in Babylon. Jumping down to verse 14, okay? Instant chaos. As he was speaking about in the video, instant chaos. Verse 14, woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. All hell will break loose once the American dollar is dumped by all these nations, man. Every economy across the world will collapse when that happens. This you got to know. It's going to be instant hell. I'm going to keep saying that because that's how it's going to be. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, right? Of uprising against the government and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So once all hell break loose, these people won't obey the president, the local officials, nobody. The course of their actions shall stand in their own power, man. People will be out here fending for themselves, rushing to the grocery stores, rushing to Walmart, rushing to Bass Pro Shop. trying to get supplies. It's going to be instant chaos, bro. These highways will be jammed packed, my guy. Ain't no just driving, you know, and going getting your kids. The highway going to be jam packed, accidents everywhere. Watch and see, bro. And you might be an hour away from your kids driving in a car. How much more walking and running? Instant chaos, my guy. This is real. It says, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? All hell breaking loose, man. Martial law in the streets. It's going to get real, man. It's going to get real, bro. Okay? And no more just freely traveling around. That's going to be out the window. It says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Why is that, man? It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, a famine. As I read here in Revelation chapter 6, verse 5 and 6, a famine is coming. It's going to get real out here, brothers and sisters, okay? These words got to be in your mind, man. The Most High getting ready to move, okay? He's getting ready to move upon this earth, man. And great hell will be in these streets. Going back here to this video, okay, because this guy right here, Andy, man, he is going in, okay?
Lael Brainerd is here, and she's a modern monetary theorist who ran Point for Fed now, has been dealing with the CBDC with MIT, and all you need to do is sign on the dotted line, and we'll make you whole. In other words, what I'm getting at is, could this have all been thought out? How else do you reset? How else do you find a villain to blame for the collapsing of the system that allows you to default and start over and allows the American people to be made whole by signing on to a modern monetary theorist's dream of a central bank digital currency? Sign on the dotted line, we make you whole. So I guess all I'm saying is this. I do believe it's going to happen. And I think there'll be a tremendous amount of pushback for those who would otherwise willingly take it. But what if there was an event that put everyone at the same place where you have no choice to take it or to be broke, to be busted, to be screwed? So,
and that's where we're headed. Esau is about to set it up to where you have no choice but to take that MOTB, man. Here we go. Here we go. That's where we're headed to, brothers and sisters. Esau gonna make it to where you have no choice but to take this MOTB, man. You know what? Look, let me play it again because maybe you missed it. Maybe you missed it. But that's what's coming, man. Esau gonna make it to where you have no choice but to bend the knee, okay? If your treasure is tied to this world. If what you want is in this world, Esau gonna make you take that MOTB to keep it, man. This is what prophecy tells us. But I'm gonna let him say this again, and then I'm gonna get the prophecy of the MOTB, bro. Esau is setting the stage. Here we go, okay? And look, brothers, please go back and watch this whole video, okay? As you watch it, so many precepts will come to mind. So many precepts gonna come to mind. You're gonna be like, oh my goodness. He going in through the spirit, man. But he'll know nothing about prophecy in the scriptures. But he's going in and he's talking about prophecy in the scriptures, man. But see, it's our job, brothers, to filter out what they're saying through the Holy Scriptures to see if they are on point. And this guy is on point, bro, with prophecy. And he don't even know it. But the prophets know, okay? We know. Here we go.
Fine, and we'll make you whole. In other words, what I'm getting at is, could this have all been thought out? How else do you reset? How else do you find a villain to blame for the collapsing of the system that allows you to default and start over and allows the American people to be made whole by signing on to a modern monetary theorist's dream of a central bank digital currency? Sign on the dotted line, we make you whole. So I guess all I'm saying is this. I do believe it's going to happen. And I think there'll be a tremendous amount of pushback for those who would otherwise willingly take it. But what if there was an event that put everyone at the same place where you have no choice to take it or to be or to be broke, to be busted, to be screwed.
Right. To be broke, to be busted, to be screwed. That's a position Esau gonna put everybody in the world. Had you down and out once this dollar collapse. Okay? And it's gonna lead to this right here. It's gonna lead to this right here, bro. For all you hoe ass niggas out there in Israel talking shit, nigga, you gonna take the MOTB, boy. You gonna take the MOTB, boy. All that scoffing, breaking the scriptures down wrong, Captain Tazariak. Boy, you broke this scripture down wrong, my nigga. Wrong. Okay? You don't know the Bible, boy. You know some things. But concerning the MOTB, you don't have a clue, my nigga. That breakdown you gave was terrible. All right? Terrible. You should just put the Bible down and watch Great Millstone videos. How about that, my guy? Because the general ain't teaching you what the truth is, man, of the MOTB, man. But here we go. Revelation 13:15 says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And not only killed, brothers, but also to be shut out of society. Okay, watch this. And we went into this before. Okay, brothers have went into this before, man. Okay, I get the word for killed, all right? Watch this here.
Strong's G 615. Apartino. Apartino.
Right? It says to kill, and in any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow to perish, a metaphor to extinguish, abolish. Okay, now, real quick, I'm going to go to the root word, right? Because it goes into it. Here we go. Here we go, root word right here for the word kill.
Strong's G 575. Apa. Apa.
Right? It says of separation, of local separation, at the verbs of motion from a place, i.e., of departing, of fleeing, a separation of a part from the whole. Okay? It says where of a whole some part is taken. It says of any kind of separation of one thing from another by which the union or fellowship of the two is destroyed, of a state of separation that is distance, physical, of distant of place, temporal, distant of time. So pretty much you're going to be separated from society. If you don't bend the knee to the system that's about to be established in the earth, you will be separated from it, man. You won't be allowed to participate in society as they said, man. This is what's coming down the pipe, brothers and sisters. So reading on, hitting the scriptures, all right? This is what's coming, man. God saying it's a game, bro. This is not a game. Verse 16 says, and he calls it all, okay? That event that Esau kept mentioning, which, you know, he appears to be an Edomite, but that event that he kept mentioning that's coming down the pipe, Esau going to cause it, man. Whatever he's going to do, he's going to cause everybody, all right? Everybody to follow the way of the MOTB. Something drastic has to happen throughout the whole earth to where all nations just agrees that, look, this is the only way out. It's through this MOTB, man. That's going to be the narrative pushed in the earth. Look, if we don't turn this way and follow this system, then guess what? We can't, build back better and, yada, yada, yada. Here we go. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right there, charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, right? You won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to participate in society, okay? Because buying and selling is a part of society, man. How you gonna work? How you gonna eat? You got to go through this. That's what's coming. You got to go through this to buy and sell, man. If not, you won't be able to go to the store and buy and sell. It says, save you that had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is where we're heading, brothers and sisters. And this guy here is going in, bro. He's going in. Here we go. I'm ready to close out. All right.
So yeah, I think there's a fine line between conspiracy and reality. And I check myself when I say this, but the more I think about it, and the more you look at the two people who are the number 1 and 2 advisors to this country, one wants to get rid of the banks and go modern monetary theory, central bank currency, and one wants to shed the world reserve currency. You couldn't draw it up any better on a Hollywood script to what's happening if that's indeed what you wanted to do.
Andy, I want to thank you. I really want to thank you for that, for that incredible summation of helping us connect the dots. And of course, you and I, we don't know the answer, but it's so important, I believe, to think.
There is no answer. The only answer is prophecy, okay? And look, I just read it. That MOTB is about to come. That's what's going to happen. Prophecy, man. That's the answer. You see, these people, they don't understand prophecy, brothers and sisters. This is the advantage that we have over everybody in the world. We have the word. We know the future, man, because we know prophecy. That's what's coming. See, they're unsure. Okay, this is why he kept saying, maybe I don't know, I'm not a conspiracy, but I think this is going to happen. Oh, well, it might happen. No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen because it's written. These words are faithful and true, man. Most High just not talking, bro. Everything he said going to happen. You can stamp that, player. Here we go.
Think about this, because my concern, Andy, when I speak to people who are not watching this show or other shows like this, is that I'm so afraid they're just going to sign on that dotted line, that they're not thinking about this, right? And unfortunately, I believe that is the majority. And I know it takes a minority to make a change, but unfortunately, I don't know if the majority are thinking about this, Andy.
Well, and I think most people wouldn't want to take it because of the perception of erosion of privacy and all of these things. You take a look at all the patents Bill Gates has and all the big money that's developed programs that, like the ID 2020, where this enhanced ID, where Bill Gates has patents that connect your medical records and your ability to your bank records to this ID. I mean, all of these things are put into place, and you can see little by little how these things are happening. And, I guess I've learned one thing, Daniela, over the years, that there is a fine line between conspiracy and reality. I would get up on stage at the Agora Summit and I would say JP Morgan and the commercial banks are manipulating the price of gold. And I remember Doug Casey got up right after me one day and said, well, these things probably aren't happening because the traders at JP Morgan couldn't keep their mouth shut. And then here we find out a year or two ago that JP Morgan indeed did manipulate the market, paid the Treasury Department, Justice Department a $920 million fine. And their head trader and the guy that ran the metals desk was just sentenced to jail a couple weeks ago. And so I think most of us have a hard time believing, could these things really be intended? But ask yourself, how do you pay off 155 trillion in debt? Daniela, a trillion seconds ago was 31,688 years ago.
I know, it's mind-boggling. Well, that's why you need higher inflation.
Right.
Okay?
Well, that's exactly right. And what better way to get real inflation than to see the world dump dollars? And the better part about it, and when this all came to me, is when Biden said it's Putin's inflation. No, it's not. Inflation is always a monetary event. It is an increase in the money supply. And more money was printed in 4 years than in the history of the country preceding it, while stepping on interest rates, creating the distortions.
Yeah.
So when he said it's Putin's inflation, I said, they're looking for a villain. So what better way to reset the system than to tell Saudi Arabia, we don't need you anymore, and to weaponize the dollar, making everyone think, are we next? And allowing this formation of countries that is incredibly formidable, that controls the majority of all of the commodities in the world. And when they say we're going a different direction and everything collapses because everyone who's had to, in the whole world, they've all had to stockpile dollars to buy oil. If they dump dollars simultaneously at some point, and not too soon to cut off their nose despite their face, as we talked about a few minutes ago, but now you have a villain. And that villain did this to us, a rallying cry for everyone who just got whacked to sign on to the new system, the new CBDC. Here's your great reset. And could it be? I don't know. But think about it for a moment. And I think it starts to become plausible. And I don't see any other explanation other than our politicians are completely idiotic. And maybe that's the truth. Maybe they just don't see beyond their own face. But as far as I'm concerned, either they're completely nefarious and plotting, or they're just stupid, one or the other.
Okay, man. So I'll end it there. But as you can see, this guy, Andy, I think it's a Sketchman, I believe. This guy, he was going in, bro. Pretty much everything that he was going into was centered around prophecy, okay? Shalom, Mark. Shalom, buddy. How about Shabbat? Brother got First Maccabees 1:41, it says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, right? This, concept of an NWO is not a new concept, man. All right, people have been trying to do this, especially Esau, okay? They want everybody to conform, man. And so through these events to where he's going to cause all, he's going to get this. Okay, the Most High said it in his word. Esau, he's going to get a chance to get this, system off the ground. But when he's about to fill his belly, meaning that when he think, that he got all of his I's dotted and his T's crossed, then the Heavenly Father going to judge him. But he will get a chance to put that C-hip in a lot of people, man. Because guess what? A lot of people are going to be in trouble, in tribulation. So the MOTB going to be pretty much like the way out, all right, the savior, all right, to their current situations. Watch and see, man. Okay, just watch and see, bro. Most High setting the stage. But Babylon is finished, okay? You people are finished, and the Most High getting ready to judge you. And I'll close out with this precept here, man, okay? I'm going to close out with this right here. Starting with Isaiah 47, verse 10, all right, in the NLT, and I'm going to close out. It says, you felt secure in your wickedness. No one sees me, you said, but your wisdom and knowledge have led you astray. And you said, I am the only one, and there is no other. So disaster will overtake you, and you won't be able to charm it away. Calamity will fall upon you, and you won't be able to buy your way out. And catastrophe will strike you down. Suddenly, right? Excuse me. I'm so excited. I'm too excited, man. I'm missing words. I ain't saying words. I'm sorry. Let me go back and read this, man. It says, a catastrophe will strike you suddenly, okay? One for which you are not prepared. America ain't ready. She ain't ready for what the Most High got prepared for her, man. But this is what's coming. It says, now use your magical charms. Use the spells you have worked at all these years. Because indeed, Babylon is using witchcraft. She's been using it for years, man. She got people under a spell, okay? But her charms won't work against the Heavenly Father judgments, just as those ancient Egyptians and their magicians, okay, was going up against Moses. They was trying, all right, to compete with Moses, but it wasn't working. It wasn't working, my nigga. So the same thing gonna be for Babylon. You can charm, you can pass all kind of bills, sign executive orders, call FEMA, and none of that shit gonna work, my nigga. The Most High finna judge this hoe, okay? It says, maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you, right? And then look, this is a Lord cracking a joke on you niggas, man. He's cracking a joke because ain't nothing gonna work. It says, all the advice you receive has made you tired. Where are all your astrologers? Those stargazers who make predictions each month. Let them stand up and save you from what the future holds. Ain't nothing to say in this hope. What the future holds for Babylon, nothing can save it. It won't save it, man. Brothers and sisters, we are about to experience the true power of the living God Yahweh on a physical level, man. You watch and see, bro. You watch and see what those ancient Egyptians experienced by seeing apparitions, right? Spirits manifesting itself, all kind of strange signs. That's what's coming to America, man. I know it might be hard to believe for some of you people out there. Well, I'll say this to you. You don't know the living God Yahweh, my nigga. If you knew about the Most High God, Yahweh, and his word, what I'm saying is easy to the Most High. He finna turn up. Oh, he finna turn up. Watch and see, bro. He finna turn up on Babylon, and when it happen, it ain't gonna stop. He's gonna bring you people to your knees, man. He's gonna bring you to your knees, and you're gonna know why. Once again, you will know why. They call the Most High Alashaya, okay? A demon like God. They call the Most High a demon because of his judgments. He ain't no demon. He's a king of terrors, man. And he's finna put his foot of America behind, okay? See, look, now I'm ready to go to camp. Now, look, see, now I want to go to camp. I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped up, bro. Hey, look, brother. We coming to Austin next week. I already told you, but they're telling you again, brother. We coming to Austin next week, brother. Yes, sir. We coming down there, brother, and we're gonna be preaching, Lord willing, man. It's gonna be raining too much, but we coming down there to Austin, brother, to bring that fire, baby. Yeah, man. So with that, bro, I'm gonna close out, man. I pray you brothers and sisters edified. Please, if you get a chance, man, go watch this video, man. This is a cold video, bro. Okay, one of the best interviews I have seen in months. Okay, a concerning prophecy, man. He going in. So I pray those edified, man. Close it by giving our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Awashai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. The honor to the apostle, elder, great millstone, peace and blessing to the elect. Shalom, man. Shalom, you brothers and sisters on the coming, boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, brother. Hey, look, brother, where them camp signs at? Meet me downtown, brother. Meet me downtown, Shalom, man.